Hey guys, what is going on? Check out these efficiencies. This is on Kaspa. So the price of Kaspa tanked today. Let's look over here, some prices. Here's Casper right here. Negative 25% for 24 hours. These are Canadian prices, by the way. Negative 36% on the week. What is going on? So I haven't really looked into it. But what I did do is I went to YouTube, good old YouTube, and I pulled up, I just typed in Kaspa in YouTube, and a crazy video showed up. I'll put a link down in the description here. I think it was someone like Florida Stackers. He's a silver stacker guy. Good stuff, silver. Never seen him before. He started a crypto channel. He's only got like 8 subscribers, but he underpowered his rigs, whatever you call it, lowered the wattage on them, huge compared to what mine are. So, all right, here's this. I'm gonna go back to the shell here. So here's a little example here. Okay, here's my 3080 Ti's. Let's just refresh this quick. Okay, refreshed. So the numbers are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. 7 3080 Ti's. So I just tried this out here. I lowered my power. They were at 200 watts before. So I did this. 160, oh, here we go, right here. 160, 160, 170, 170, 180, 180, and 190. Just give them a shot here. They've been running for a while like this. And here they are. So you can see here, top 2 ones here are at the lower wattage, 160, that's a 170, 180, and a 190. Look at those efficiencies up at the top. That's crazy. That's absolutely bonkers. So I dropped the heck out of all of my wattages on these. Like my 3070 Ti's were at, was at 120 watts before. I dropped them to 105. And the efficiencies are like just going through the roof. So there we go. Dropping these things big time. My 3090s aren't quite as good. What do we got here? This is my 3090 rig right here. 3090s. Efficiencies are okay. This card is the best on here, which is funny because this card on the bottom sucked on Ethereum, but it's doing really good on this. And I got a 138 in here. But the 3090s are good, but they're not as good at dropping power compared to 3080 Ti's. Look at these 3080 Ti's. Look at those efficiencies. So I'm going to go into here. Let's pull this up here. We will do, I'm going to just try something out here. Let's do 150. 150, 150, 160. Okay, so there you go. 150 for the first 3 cards, and then the last 4 we'll put at 160. Okay, let's go back here. Let's watch. This takes a little second here to go back to normal. We'll give this a second because these efficiencies are going to shoot through the chart because it takes a while for the hash rate to drop. So that's where that is. Let's just check something out over here real quick. Okay. 470 watts roughly, okay? This is my CPU miner and 3080 Ti. There's the wattage on that thing. We'll call that 465 to 470. Got some freedom buckets there. Good stuff. We'll get some freedom. Let us run over here to the PC real quick. Okay, I'll show you these settings here. PC. Okay, I got a power limit of 220 on here. Let's drop this to 160. Apply. I'm just gonna run the shell on that. We'll go back to the shell. So okay, here's my big, oh my goodness, here's my big 3080 Ti rig. Look at those efficiencies. So this bottom one here isn't as good. I could probably bump up the power on that. I can't remember what it was at, but I think it was a little better than that. So these bottom 4 are the 170 watts. And these top 3 are the 160 watts. So I might put those back up a little bit. 0.67, 0.61. So it's the same. So these ones have more power. They will be hashing higher hash rate, same efficiency. So I might as well put more power to that to get more hash out of them. But this top one, look at that. That's pretty good. That is pretty darn good. Okay, let's go check out that PC and see how much it actually dropped by. Okay. Alright, so it did. So we were at 220 before, now we're at 160. A 60 watt drop according to the software. And we're actually looking at like 65 watt drop at the system. So, you know, that's pretty close. What it is saying on the software versus what I'm actually showing at the wall here, that's pretty good. That's pretty close. Alright, cool. Very cool. So that's Kaspa efficiencies. Just keep dropping those powers. That's all I got to say about those. With the price dropping, I am still mining, but it's looking worse and worse every day on this poor coin. But this is really cool. Drop the power even more, efficiencies are even better. So I'm super pumped about these efficiencies. So I won't be getting quite as many coins, but I have dropped a significant amount of power. We're talking 40 watts per card roughly on these. 10, 20, I probably lowered 20 cards at that. That's like 800 watts less than I'm using right now. That is a lot. 800 watts less. It's like almost an entire rig just by lowering the powers on these. Cool stuff. So I'm just going to be tinkering with those for now. But this is on Kaspa and everything's looking good. If any of you guys are mining Kaspa, keep lowering the powers on those cards because they perform incredibly well on very low powers. That's it for today. Take it easy, guys.